All right, welcome back. So I've just finished recording the solution for day 2, and I realized that I made a huge mess and unnecessary complications on that solution, especially for part 2. Yeah, basically, I think I fell upon some trap that the part 2 description does for us, and it is that in the second part we already know what each round will result in, like if it will be a win, a draw, or or lost. So we don't need to calculate our own move for the second round. That's completely unnecessary. We already know the result. So and let me tell you how I was thinking about this. I was thinking, so these are enums, and in Rust you can assign values to enums. So we could make rock and paper and scissors have 1, 2, and 3, and we wouldn't need to do this this shape score conversion, because we could use the enum value itself. This mapping will be unnecessary. And I was thinking, okay, maybe I can do the same with results, like win would be 6, draw 3, and lose 0. And when I was thinking about that, I realized, oh man, I don't need to do the single round score again for the second part. I already know the result, so I can just use it and not compute what my own choice has to be, and all of that complication. So let's simplify the code, and I think the solution will become much shorter. But we can use actually the solution that we did in the first commit. So in this commit we created this file, and we did something like this thing, which was the bare bones, the most straightforward way to express the outcome score, or what is the outcome of the round, if it is a win, if it is a draw, or lose, or lost. I don't know how to win, draw, and lose. So we can do the same here. Go back to the simple thing. Okay, and now we can also let's actually do this refactor of putting the scores into the shapes. So in here we can say own shape, own choice, and I don't know if I have to how to convert between the two. So can you help me, Rust? Well, I don't know how that trick is done. Rust enum to integer. Or get value. Oh, it's just as something. Cool. So just on choice as u32. Does this work? Yes, it does. So no need for type declaration here. Does this thing? Does this still work? Oh, cargo run. Yes, it does. Great. So we can have the shape scored as this, and fine. That is fine. And then in the first part, we can leave it as it is, have the opponent choice, the own choice. But then in the second part, we can have the opponent choice. No, okay, so we do have to calculate our own choice, because we do need. I was thinking we could get rid of that, but we need our own choice to know the like the score of our choice. Damn it. Dang it. Maybe, yeah, otherwise it would have been like too easy. Can we though, can we make something with this though? Like, can we, if we have this single round, this is basically the outcome. So I think we can still get some simplification out of this, I think. So basically this function is, can get you, gives you like the outcome of some play. So let's actually rearrange this and say lose, draw, win, and it's going to be lose 0, draw is 3, and win is 6. Let's call this thing well, outcome, and we'll say if it's this, then it's going to be a win. This is going to be a draw, and this is going to be lose. Okay, and outcome score, just say outcome as U32. Actually, we can use this here, like inline this variable. Is that refactor? Oh yes, it is. That refactor exists. Awesome. Okay. Does this run? It still runs. Good. And now we can say something like extract this into a function. Get round outcome. Yeah, something like that. Or get round result. That's so this is like the most basic function of get round result for the opponent's shape and my own choice or shape, and it gives you the result. So very good. We can say that this is the round results, and fine. So actually this could be in lines, I think. Like let's just do this instead. So this will be like the first part solution, and for the second part solution we know what the result will be, but we don't know our choice. So we could let's call this thing round results again, and let's here map to basically the same thing, our choice and round results. And what is it? Let's not implement copy. Okay, yes, we can get rid of. Someone is, I think, borrowing that or moving that. So are you happy now? Yes. So now we can compute our own choice, single round. So we don't need to call this single round score, I don't think. Now this is unused by, Now we know the result that we want, and we can use this directly here. We don't know our own choice, but this can be computed like this. But now that we have the get round result, we can actually make something, I don't know if clever is the word, but get round for this given result. So we can basically iterate over the possible results, lose, draw, and win, and we can let me think. We have the opponent choice. I know we need the shape for the result. Okay, it's not that. We want to iterate over the shapes. So over rock, paper, and scissors, and we want to find the shape for which the get round results given the opponent choice and that shape would be a win, right? And wrap. Would this be okay? Right, can you inline it and wrap? No, what does that mean? Like, what is the problem Rust here? Consider the reference in this borrow. Okay, are you happy now? Yes. Okay, so I think we can actually write this in a more straightforward way, but saying for shape in these things, if get round results for the opponent choice and that shape is a win, then return shape, otherwise unreachable. Like, we shouldn't get to there. Actually, we need to compare this with the given results. So, does this make sense? Yes, I think it does. Our own choice would be, given the opponent choice that we have already parsed, and given the result that we know that we want, is going to be the shape that for which we, the simulating the round for that, get us this result. I think that's okay. Yes, I don't know if I do prefer the previous thing, less result. What is the problem here? Consider the referencing this borrow. Yes, just get the thing. Or can I do something like this? Get the thing here? Yes, this makes it happy. I still have to kind of learn the where this is better, like to the reference here or here in the use, like what is the difference in semantics for Rust in those cases. But that is basically what I want, and I think I can actually inline this little function. Actually, is there a refactor for that? Inline into all colors. That's okay, I think. And does this work? Cargo run. Yes, it does work. So yeah, this is a much shorter solution, I think. Like all the logic of rock, paper, scissors is basically encoded in this get round result, where you have the opponent choice and your own choice, and it tells you if it's a win, draw, or lose. And then, yeah, and then we reuse this here to know which of our choice, which should be our own choice, the one that matches the result that we need. I think that's much more straightforward than what we had before. Like, we don't need to do any inverse mapping or anything. And I was even wondering if it would make sense to, just inline use numbers for results. Get round score, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, but this is already an improvement over what we had. But even more than that, if we say round, so this was the not round score, but round get outcome score, something like that. And let's call this thing outcome score. It's gonna be a U32. Let's call it get round. Yeah, a bit verbose. Basically here to say just return directly the results, or the score, outcome score. So it will be a U32. Fine. And then here, if it's X, we want to lose. If it's Y, we want to draw, and win, we want to this. We want to win. And now round result is U32. And this is happy. And now basically nothing of round result is used, so we can get rid of all the enum completely. I think, do I like this change? I mean, it makes it a bit less readable in the sense that we don't have names for lose, draw, and win. Those are kind of, we are sort of using just the constants for that. I mean, we could use const, right? Just say const win is 6, something like that. And I think these things always need, yeah, like this is sort of the same as an enum, but doesn't need any draw and lose. So let's respect the order. Draw, and like instead of inlining, hard coding the numbers, we can just give them names, but still draw and lose. But we don't have to have an enum with like exhaustive pattern matching, or I don't know, like traits implementations and things like that. So maybe this could be loose score, or like we can maybe rename those things, but this is fine. And here, round results. This is already a U32 as far as I am aware. Yes, indeed. And opponent choice is this. Own choice is this. And good. I think this is basically a much more minimal solution than we had before, and still something that seems pretty readable to me. How does it look now? Outcome score. Yes, okay. We are calling, in the first part, we are calling opponent choice, own choice, and outcome score, this thing. So we could call it the same here. Outcome score. And yeah. So our own choice will be the shape that is, when you simulate the round, it will be the same outcome score. Yes, I think that is, let's say, now round results is, I think, a better name for this case. And here, yeah, here we can just maybe inline this thing. Oh, it didn't like it. Because of the semicolon there. All right. Okay, let's take a look at the changes. So it went down quite a bit from 89 nines to 63, and I think like we are doing much less inversion of, I don't know, I think that like the logic is much more straightforward now, so this is quite a nice improvement. Let's commit, improve day 2 solution, or yeah, let's just say make day 2 solution more straight forward, what a long word. And I don't really feel like describing how that was done here. So yeah, instead of regulating the what is like, the logic is basically the same, but we are not repeating. We simplified. What is it that we simplified? Basically, this giant function that was before, the get shape for result. Like we don't need this because we now know the outcome of a round, and we can just pick the shape that is the outcome that we want. So instead, like calculating the shape for the shape, we need to choose for a given result, or reuse. I don't know how to express what I did here. So let's think. We simplified like distilled all the information of who wins and who loses in this get round outcome score. I guess it could be get round score, but doesn't matter. Yeah, let's say encode all rock, paper, scissors rules into get round outcome score and reuse it to pick the shape we need and reuse that function to pick the shape we need for a given result in part 2. Okay. Yes, I think that's a good enough commit message. And yeah, it was nice to simplify this, because otherwise I don't know, I felt quite an idiot for not seeing a simpler solution from the start. But you know, that's something that happens, and I'm sure it will keep happening in the following days. So, well, that's it for Refactor. Thanks for watching, and see you later. Bye.